Congratulations, Alexander. What a win. After 5 league games without a victory in the Premier League, how big does that 3 points feel today?
No, that was massive. Big game against a big team. I think it means a lot, and it's a bit of a statement for us, for the fans, that we can win this game.
And what a header from you to get that winner. You said to me just a minute ago, you don't score many with your head.
Yeah, it's probably not my strongest quality, so it feels good to score some of them goals as well.
12 Premier League goals at St James's Park in your last 12 Premier League appearances. What is it about playing in front of these amazing, loud fans here at St James's Park that makes you so prolific here?
No, it's special, of course. Our fans are amazing every game, win or lose. So of course it gives you an extra boost. I've been successful here, and hopefully I can keep going.
You said you don't score many with your head, but when Anthony Gordon puts a ball into the box like that, you couldn't miss, could you?
No, honestly, that cross was amazing. It felt like I just had to jump and put my head on the ball, and the rest would fix itself. So credit to him as well.
You make it sound easy, but up against that centre-back partnership, regarded as the best in the Premier League, how important was it that you were clinical when you got the opportunity today?
No, important. Arsenal have a strong defence, with Gabriel and Saliba. So it's a difficult task, but I'm happy that we could score today and that we could keep a clean sheet.
Forest, West Ham and Crystal Palace on the way in your next 3 games. Is it important for you to now take the confidence that this week can bring as you go into that run of games?
Yeah, for sure. We've had a bad spell, but hopefully this win can be a bit of a icebreaker for us, and one game at a time. Next week.
Well done today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a week it's been for Alexander Isak as he tries to come back from that stop-start to the season. I mean, it's 3 games in a week he's started, and that's what Eddie Howe wants, right? Because he provides so much to that Newcastle side.
Yeah, he's a huge player for Newcastle. He's the one that, he's one of the ones that can give Newcastle a spark. He's got great ability. He's a top forward, one of the best in the Premier League. And it was only a matter of time before he started finding the back of the net and finding his form again. He found it last weekend, he found it in the week, and he's the best of the lot came today. It was, as I said, it was just a thing of beauty, the cross, and he says he just had to get on the end of it. Well, he didn't. He had to time it to perfection. He had to guide it in there. He had to win the ball and get it back there and then pass it out to the middle and go and find himself in between the 2 centre halves. So it needed more than just for him to get on the end of it. But you're absolutely right. I mean, the cross is incredible and deserved someone to put it in the net, which Isak did.
Ian, what about the way in which he found the space there?
Well, it was again. You have to give a lot of credit to how great the ball is, because he's just put that in an area. He's not put it in there for Isak in particular, because his head's down there. But Isak knows where he's got to be. But for Isak to ghost in there, it'd be very hard of me to blame any of those 2 defenders, because they're both trying to cover their areas. Maybe Saliba, could he have got in front to do it? I'm not sure he could have, because the ball was too good. So, you can't really blame anything there. You just have to say, hopefully the goalkeeper gets something on it. But it was too good. You just have to give credit for those kind of finishes.
Talking of Isak, actually, while you were watching him involved in the play, you were also quite appreciative of the way his first touches. Yeah,
until he ran out of steam. You saw him at the end there. Ran out of steam.
There's more to his game than just...
Yeah, this is why I was very surprised with one of the clips we showed at the start, where he's lost the ball in and around the halfway line. It's not something I see him do too frequently, but like some of the touches, what he does to link the play and get Newcastle going forward is very, very good. You look at his game; it's all around. Even for the goal, the header came off of an Arsenal defender, really with a lot of power, instantly controlled it and played it inside and got himself in the box. When you look at everything that he does, it's a whole package of a player there.
And he's enjoying a purple patch at St James's Park. 12 goals in 12 league appearances there.
Well, it's a great place to play, isn't it? Who wouldn't enjoy playing there? The fans love him, and rightly so. They know what he brings to this Newcastle team, and he is key to so many things they do. And if they're going to keep on improving and getting better, he will be a huge part of that, and his goals will be a huge part of that, and he has to stay fit.
Yeah, another key, I suppose, component behind that win for Newcastle, Eddie Howe making some bold decisions in midfield today.
Yeah, he had to make a big decision or two today because of the performance in midweek in the Carabao Cup against Chelsea was maybe the first time I saw what they have been and what they can be, and what Eddie has brought to this Newcastle team in terms of energy, the pressing, and making life very difficult for the opposition. And he had to leave Tonali out today, who's a big signing, big player, did very well in midweek, and that was a big call. And it's one that worked to perfection, because I thought the three in midfield today, whether that was Longstaff, Bruno, or Joe Willock, or Joe Linton when he went in there, I thought all of them were magnificent, even Tonali when he came on.
You just teed us up brilliantly there, because Sean Longstaff is waiting to talk to us from St James's Park. Sean, very well done on the win today. How much did Newcastle need that?
Yeah, it was massive. The last, whatever it is, 4 or 5 league games haven't been good enough in terms of our standards, especially results-wise. And we had a big win midweek, and today was massive against one of the best teams in the world. I thought we defended really well. Probably still more to come on the ball and stuff, but I think you expect Arsenal to have a lot of possession and stuff. But I thought we defended really well, and the crowd was behind her, and it was a great day for her.
Sean, do you think that the signs were there against Chelsea in midweek, and that was something you just built on today?
Yeah, I think so. The crowd was in it. When you early kick-off can be flat sometimes, and we had to get them with her, and we've done that with a pretty early goal, and then you sort of seen people fighting and scrapping for each other and for the team, and when we're like that, I think we're a really hard team to play against, and it's a pleasure to play in the stadium when it's rocking, and we're winning.
Sean, hi, it's Al. Well done. Congratulations. How much were you aware of how it worked and how you felt it worked really well in the midweek, the midfield balance, and how it again worked today with the changes that the managers made? Because I thought that was a huge difference on Wednesday night against Chelsea and again today. Did you feel that too?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think it's easy to sort of say, that this isn't working, that's not working when you're not winning. I think if you're picking up results, and I think you can find positives in any position or any sort of part of the team. But yeah, I think for me, when I play, I know that I'm probably not going to get the headlines. I'm not going to be on the ball as much as a Bruno or a Sandro. I'm always going to be there to cover them and let them play, and hopefully be in the right position to let other people sort of flourish and bring out the best in them. And it's a real pleasure to play with whoever's in midfield. I thought Joe Willock sort of flourish and bring out the best in them. And it's a real pleasure to play with whoever's in midfield. I thought Joe Willock's when Joe Willock's playing well and he's fit and flying, I think that's the best version of Newcastle United.
Sean, I was going to ask you about the fact he started the season very well. Newcastle didn't lose a game while he was involved, and then it's kind of like got out of the team a little bit. I know you're laughing at Manish. I'm trying to do a serious question here. But you've got back in the team. I thought you played very, very well today. Sean, how do you feel it's going to go going forward? Do you think you're going to be able to really stamp a claim in that midfield?
I hope so. Like I said, there's some top players in the midfield area for us, and obviously we've spent a lot of money on a lot of players in that area. So I think sometimes you know they're going to get a chance, but all I can do is focus on me, and whenever I play, try and give my all, and try and play as well as I can, try and get into the box. Obviously today it's going to be hard, they're going to have a lot of the ball and stuff, but like I said, I just try and enjoy every moment. Anytime I get to play at St James's Park, I'll never take it for granted and stuff, and like I said, I love playing. Hopefully people will see my value. Probably it might not be straight away, but I know sort of the more I play, I think the more valued I am, sort of thing. But like I said, there's a lot of good players, and if I play, I play. If I don't, I don't. But obviously, any player wants to play, don't they?
Keep going, Sean. You know, they always pick on the youth team players who come from... Keep yourself going, Sean.
Actually, Sean, the reason I was smiling earlier with Ian's question is he's right. You've not lost a game you've started. Your last start was the last time Newcastle won in the league, September the 15th. Surely you're going to have a word in the ear of the gaffer.
No, to be honest, I think some people think I should play. Some people probably think I should be nowhere near it and can't make a 2-yard pass. So I think depends who you ask, really. But like I said, whenever I play, I think you know what you're going to get. There'll be games when I'm needed, games when I'm not needed, and like I said, for what the manager's done for me, I'll always be a good teammate and I'll always be good around his dressing room and stuff, whether I'm playing or not. yeah, like I said, hopefully I can get a little run in the team now, and we can pick up some more good results and yeah, get looking at the table.
Yeah, and talking of runs in the team, the run in the fixture list, the next 3, Forest, West Ham, Palace. Do you see that as a decent chance to build on this momentum?
Yeah, I think so, but I mean, there's no easy games in the Premier League. I don't think you ever look at the fixture list and think, oh, there's a 3 points. There's not. I think anybody can beat anyone. That's the beauty of the Premier League. But for us, all we can do is focus on us, our processes, our sort of the way we play, and if we get that right, then we know it can be a game for anyone. And like I said, when everyone's fighting for each other like the way today, the crowd are into it, we can beat anyone, and that's what we've got to focus on.
Sean, well done today. Thanks for joining us.
Congratulations,
well done.
Sean.
You're brilliant.
Well done.
Well done.
Thank you.
Newcastle midfielder Sean Longstaff. I like that because he was talking about the midfield mix. He didn't want to talk badly about Tonali and Bruno, and you can understand why. Yeah. He might not be the most heralded, but he feels... Do you think he gets overlooked in that respect?
What happens, and it's not just at Newcastle, is that if you're a homegrown player, you perhaps don't always get the appreciation of someone who comes in for 40, 50, 60 million pounds, and Sean is a great example of that. There's no one who loves Newcastle more. There's no one who covers as much ground as he does. He might, at times, lack a bit of flair here or there, maybe what Bruno can do. But for what he lacks in that, he more than makes up for his attitude and his willingness and his effort that he gives the team. And he's absolutely right. He might not be appreciated at times from the Newcastle faithful, but if you look at him and stare at him, he does incredible work for the team. And I don't think that should ever be underappreciated.
Right, let's finish off with Arsenal. So no winning 3. They've taken 1 point in that time. It felt like they missed the guile of Ødegaard. Yeah. Is that too easy to say?
Yeah.
Were too many players off key?
Yeah, there were today. And listen, Ødegaard's been out for a while now. You know, we're talking about our managers. You know, with Fabio Vieira, we haven't seen too much of him. He was a player who's meant to be in the same mould. Emil Smith-Rowe, he's moved on. He's gone to Fulham and, you know, he's doing OK for himself. We're seeing Ethan Nwaneri come on, a youngster. He's got to come on in a game for a team that's trying to challenge for the title, and it's a lot of pressure on him. And you just feel like there's at this stage of the season, 10 games in, we should not be playing and being, as I used the word earlier on, tepid as we are, not creating enough. You know, not putting them under enough pressure. You know, like I thought, again, Marino wasn't tight enough in and around the midfield. I think he's still getting up to speed, but it really is quite frustrating to be 10 games in and feeling like you feel now. And that's only because we know how tough it is to try and chase down Manchester City. So this will be, like I said with Bournemouth, 1 shot on target against Bournemouth, 1 shot on target today. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for a team that's going for the title. So, you know, there's a lot of work to be done in that dressing room. We can't keep looking and saying we're missing Martin Ødegaard. We can't keep saying that because we know we're missing that.
And let's have a look at the best chance for Arsenal.
Yes.
Declan Rice.
Yes, you know, coming to arguably a player that is very hard to question when it comes to output. But like this one again, you know, I'm not sure if it's one of those, you know, where the ball's curling in, so you kind of try to help it on this way. I'm sure he'd probably prefer that if it was coming in onto him. So like we saw with Isak's header, you go and you meet it. He's trying to keep it going where it's going, and unfortunately he's got it past the near post instead of just getting ahead on it to head it where it's come from. And it's much more difficult to do that when the ball's spinning that way towards you. But again, you know, it's unfortunate that his Declan has missed the best chance for us, but I don't think we deserved anything out of that game today.